Kim Kardashian's $400 million scam, the shocking truth. Kim has ruined my life. Get ready for a story that will make your jaw drop. It all starts with David Liebensohn and the infamous Kim Kardashian.
How she wanted to get involved with something against bullying.
Who got a reputation for scandal and drama that got the internet buzzing nonstop. But did you know she's also at the center of a $400 million scam? It's time for the KIMOJI war. We've got the inside scoop.
This is what I wore for Halloween, and this one I just wore out kind of recently.
You don't want to miss this one. Hit that subscribe button and get ready for the shock of your life. Let's dive into the story of a lifetime. Kim has ruined my life. So buckle up, folks. It will be a wild ride.
They should use something like this before, and they said that they didn't do, they had a different way of.
As we all know, Kim Kardashian is no stranger to scandal, but this time she's in hot water like never before. The story goes by a homeless man named David Liebensohn who filed a lawsuit against her.
Well, she approached us and decided to work with us. We ended up
claiming that she stole his business ideas and scammed him out of a whopping $400 million. It's a shocking claim that has everyone talking. But here's where things get interesting. David is alleging that he's the mastermind behind Kim's top-grossing entertainment app, with all those popular emojis and stickers she's so famous for. The app was released in 2015, and now David is saying that Kim deceived him into signing away his rights to the show.
That phone call, then we made arrangements for the meeting,
leaving him with nothing to show. But that's not all. David also claims that Kim spread false information about him, which cost him his home and professional standing.
Myself and a friend of ours, Narayan, had a phone case startup.
And if that wasn't enough, he's alleging that Kim and her mother, Kris Jenner, even trademarked the name behind his back. Can you imagine the shock he must have felt seeing his concept stolen right out from under him? To make matters worse, David's wife filed for divorce around the same time as all this happened.
So we went out to that meeting, we made all of our arrangements,
It's a tough break for the man, and it's clear that Kim and her family are right in the middle of it all. Now, you might wonder who this man is and how that could be possible. So, to make you understand, let's break down the background story. It all started in 2014 when Kim stumbled upon an app called Sensagram, which was co-founded by a man named David. Little did David know that agreeing to work with Kim and her team would lead to a nightmare that would ruin his life.
2 emoji projects, Wall Street emojis and a racier, sexy emoji.
The story took a twist when David gave her the idea of KIMOJI, and everything changed for the worse for him. Kim and her mother, Kris Jenner, were thrilled with the idea.
Instead of a GoFundMe, I want to start a crowdfunding campaign.
And quickly trademarked it behind David's back. But that's not all. As David claims, he was deceived into signing away his rights, costing him his home, career, and even his wife. How could this happen?
It's hard. It's like co-parenting. It's really hard.
It started back in 2014. It was an app called Sensagram, where you could use reaction pictures and GIFs of the Kardashians from their reality TV show, including Kim and her family. But according to David, they both agreed to work on a 50-50% partnership to develop the app.
Do billboards, production budgets, t-shirts, whatever it takes.
David was so passionate about working in collaboration with Kim, and to no surprise, the app skyrocketed to success. It hit the jackpot by becoming the top seller app when it received 9,000 downloads per second and earned $1 million per minute.
I'm fighting not only for me, but for anybody that's ever been screwed over by the Kardashians.
Now, you must have known how all the social media users got obsessed with this app as they were using KIMOJI to send Kim's memes and GIFs. But we also acknowledge that this huge success and handsome earnings were only possible with the main hero of the plot, David. Imagine being in David's shoes.
Anybody that's ever been screwed over by the Kardashians, or just anybody in general that.
All excited about partnering with one of the biggest names in the entertainment industry, Kim Kardashian. He had this brilliant idea of creating an app called KIMOJI that would allow users to use Kardashian reaction pictures and GIFs.
£1.49, I would definitely rather it have been free.
It sounded like a winning idea, and David was thrilled to work on it with Kim.
Okay, so the west side's there, the west side sign. You also have all her lips.
But little did he know that this would be the beginning of a nightmare that would leave him penniless and homeless.
We're gonna buy KIMOJI for this much, and we'll go our separate ways.
The trouble began when Kim's team contacted David and asked if he had trademarked the KIMOJI idea. David, who was new to the business world, had yet to do so, and Kim's team offered to help him trademark it. But the next day, Kim pulled the rug out from under David,
KIMOJI, and for Kim to be able to do her own,
and said she would no longer work with him. Then, to David's surprise,
to have 50-50 profit shares on KIMOJI.
Kim launched the app alone, leaving him in the lurch. Things went from bad to worse when Kim accused David and his team of sharing her private information.
So my name is David Liebensohn. I was once successful.
David vehemently denied the allegations, but Kim's lawyers sent him a letter threatening to sue him for $5 million if he didn't hand over the KIMOJI trademark.
Go into your messages and then just start sending.
This was a terrifying blow to David, and his business partners backed out of working with him. David didn't back down though.
50-50 profit shares on KIMOJI and 60-40, 60 us.
He claimed Kim had benefited from his intellectual property without paying him anything and wanted $100 million in damages.
All the rest of our potential deals that we could have moved forward with Sensagram could never work.
But Kim's legal team quickly refused the claims and said that David lacked legal authority to sue her business. The controversy didn't end there. David's video went viral where he was seen holding a banner saying, "Kim Kardashian ruined my life."
So crazy to see how many of you have reached out to offer help and see if I...
According to him, he said he had become homeless and penniless because of Kim's fraudulent business practices.
Instead of a GoFundMe, I want to start a crowdfunding.
He wanted to raise awareness about the dangers of working with someone like Kim Kardashian. The social media world is abuzz with this scandal, and many people are supporting David and giving donations to help him reopen the case and get justice. Speculations are rife that Kim will break her silence and reveal the whole story.
You know, the mock-ups that she had mentioned in a text message that we have also.
People are taking sides, some accusing David of not signing a formal contract, while others feel sorry for him. The truth may be difficult to ascertain, but one thing is clear. David's life has been turned upside down because of his association with Kim Kardashian. It was a dark turn for David, as David was devastated and went from being a successful entrepreneur to a homeless man struggling to make ends meet. And while Kim was enjoying the fruits of their joint labor, it was a heartbreaking story of betrayal and greed, leaving David with a shattered dream and a broken heart. As the story unfolds, some defend Kim, many feel sorry for David, who claims to have been left penniless after being scammed out of his business idea. The case is still shrouded in mystery. Only time will tell what happened. Should David get the justice he deserves, and how should this be achieved? Stay tuned for more exciting stories.